Hi, this is Kevin from ControllerWorks, and I'm going to give you a little bit of an overview of some low-profile Kailh Chocolate switches. So first thing to know is the difference between a regular MX switch and a chocolate low-profile switch. So here is a number pad, and it has Duroc Lavender MX switch in it, and you can compare that to chocolate switches, which are a lot more low profile. So overall, in terms of thickness, here's the MX here's the MX number pad, and here's our corn OB. So much lower profile for both the board and the switch thickness. First, a little bit of a high level difference in the sound. This mouse click. And then here is what a Duroc Lavender sounds like. And then here is the low profile chocolate. And here's 10 different flavors of Kailh Chocolate. So these are model PG1350 in different varieties, and these are arranged roughly from according to the feel, and then how strong of a spring that they have in them. So the force, the actuation force, is going to vary from low, medium, and then heavy. So low force is going to be 35 grams, medium is going to be 50 to 57 grams, heavy is going to be, in our case, 70 grams. And then in terms of feel, you have linear, tactile, and then clicky. And that's roughly how these are arranged here. So starting from the linear, we have the heavies, which are the yellows. So these are 70 gram switches. That's the sound of them. These have not been modified or lubed from the factory. So that's a 70 gram, pretty heavy feel to me. This is the standard red, linear. And then we have two different kinds of the light linears. So this is a crystal red and then a pro red. And these really differ just in the clear housing for the crystal red, the clear bottom housing for the crystal red, and then the red housing for the pro red. And then the crystal red is a 3-pin, and then the pro red is a 5-pin. So you get a little bit more light shining through when you have per key LEDs with the crystal red, but it might mount in a little bit more firmly with the pro red. Now, in terms of the tactiles, you have not much of a different sound as you type, but you'll have a little bit more of a sensation as you go midway down in actuation. So there's two varieties of those. There is the heavy, which is a burnt orange. So that's 70 gram tactile. And then the standard browns, which is 50. Again, not much of a difference in the sound between the linear and the tactile, but a little bit different feel. And then you get to the clicky category. And Like the Tactiles, we just have medium and heavy for these as well. And now there's two varieties of each. So you have the standard Clicky, which is 50-gram white. So compare this to the brown, white, brown. Definitely more of a click sensation and a click sound. So it's 50 grams medium Clicky, and then there's kind of a deluxe version, which is the Robin right here, and this, instead of being 50 grams, is 57 grams, and it's a little bit heavier, and the Robin is the only one of these that has the gold-plated sprint. So this is the Robin compared to the white. So these are both, I would consider these a medium. And then for the heavies, there is a light blue and then a navy. And the light blue, these are both 70 grams, and the light blue has a lighter click bar. So here is the heavy Clicky, and then the navy has a heavy click bar. Definitely more of a sensation and a little bit different sound. So if you really like the clicky feel, you might want to go for, if you really like the heavy click, you might go for a navy. And if you want a standard click, go for the light blue, the white, or the Robins. There are lighter spring force of these, lighter than the 35 grams. Personally, I wouldn't recommend it. You kind of you'll get false key presses and things. I wouldn't recommend going lighter than this. Personally, I like to use the crystal reds here. And this is what we have in the Corn OB. So those are crystal reds. So I wouldn't say that these go very thocky like the MX switches. I would say it's more of a snappy sensation. So if you like a very light typing experience, then the low profile might be more for you. And that's personally what I prefer. I like a nice light typing experience. So that's an overview. 10 different varieties, the light, medium, and heavy, and then the linear, tactile, and clicky. So that gives you an idea of the different types of Kailh Chocolate switches. Thanks a lot.